Right, today we've got a pair of Creative Labs Pebble speakers. These are version 2, yeah, version 2. And the reason these are for repair is the control and volume are split, totally sheared off. So I've ordered a new one. Straight off eBay, $5.99. There we go, that's the part. Switch on volume. So today we're going to, I'll show you how to strip them down first of all without doing any damage, unlike one video, and we'll get this one, get the circuit board removed and get it replaced. And, I have the control knob, there we go. Right, so I want to try and get in to the side without causing any damage. If I can, with a plastic spudger at first, because this is definitely the way to get in. But if I use the, I mean, these metal spudgers are absolutely brilliant, but they mar plastic really badly. The trouble is though, I don't think I've got anything thin in my plastics. Let's have a look, see if I've got a guitar pick. I should have a thin enough, there we go, I say I should have a thin enough guitar pick to get in there. This one's being a bugger. This one isn't letting me in at all. And this is definitely the way they open, because I've had them open. I've not had the version 2 open, I've had the version 1. Let's try one of these plastic blades. Make sure it's got no crud on it. This is definitely the way to get it open, but the more I seem to push it, the more it seems to dig in and say no, I'm not opening. So it looks like we're going to have to do a metal one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come from the bottom, ow, and that's how you mar them. Right, this is a cover, but I will undo, that is separate, I will undo that nut. Let's just get my nose pliers. There we go, I've slackened it off. I don't take it off completely because I don't know disrupt the image too much. What I'm looking at though, there's a separator there. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Just in there you can see the separation between the outside and the inside. There we go. So what I'm going to try and do is use that to separate. There we go, to get something in, because I don't want to damage these because they're nice speakers. I bought these in a job lot of 3. This is the first lot we've got on the channel to explore. And by the way, welcome to Hog's Workshop. Hog's Workshop is, I don't deal in pigs, it's just a collaboration of my 3 granddaughters' names and myself. So we've got Havy, Olivia, Grace and myself, Steve. go. As soon as we get this round, I'll start popping. I have had these before, that's the reason I know how they open. But I have very weak fingers and very weak wrists because I've got nerve damage, which doesn't help, really, to be fair. So we'll leave that there. You can see, oh, I don't think it's doing much damage. And then we'll work this one round. There we go. Like I said, they do come off easy once you get them started. There we go. Hey presto. What it is, each one of those goes into there. And that's how we do it. Just put that to one side, and then it's a Phillips screwdriver into each one of these ports. Apart from a tiny one, I think it's just the 5 screws, if I remember right. Right about it, you can hear it's just a nuisance caller. That wasn't done the other version 1 I took apart before. I'm not sure what that is. Not sure what that is at all. And once you've undone these 5 screws, the fascia will come out with the circuit board attached. Sorry, not with the circuit board, yeah, with the circuit board attached, that's right. So I've been to sleep since the last time I took one of these out, so. Sure that popped out last time. It's at the back. Ah, no, that's right. There we go. I couldn't remember then. So we finished taking the anchor nut, which anchors it to the frame. Put that to one side. But does the new one come with it? No, it doesn't. That's unusual. That's unusual. I would have thought that would have come with it. And we push that out, and what we have to do is we go around here. You've got 2, they both go to the same one actually, I think. Now we've got one here and one here, and they are both linked to the board, but they're both snotted, hot snot. So there we go, perfect. Oh, they're both hot snotted to the board, as you can see. There's hot snot everywhere. So as soon as you break it from the plastic, they should theoretically snap. That's what they normally do. There we go, see? It's not the industrial stuff, I think it's just a big grey, because the industrial stuff literally holds on for dear life. So, which I'm glad for. There we go, that lock's gone. So now we'll get just gently one side to one side and pull. There we go, got it started. Same with this one, lock it up side, and then this is the last one. Yeah, this channel basically what we'll be doing is, I know there's a lot of repair channels on there, but it's something I've been into for years, electronics, from a very early age. We used to live by a local TV video repair shop, and I'm 50 now, and I'm going back to when I think I was about 8 or 9, and they used to put in a skip outside, they used to put all the broken units or the ones that wasn't feasible to get repaired. Basically it cost more money to get repaired than they're worth. But what it was as well, the shop, it used to rent out TVs. That's a thing of the past now, but back in the 80s and late 70s, early 80s, that was a thing that people used to do, is rent out. I've just got to take this bit of isolation and just a bit of foam. I've just got to take it off from the front. In fact, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it all on and just take it off from where the switch is, so we can leave the majority of it on. There we go. Anyway, get back to what I was saying. And what we used to do, well, what I used to do, for my 12th birthday I had a shed. Strange birthday present, I know. It was second hand, it wasn't new, it was a shed. And we used to, when I think it was 8 or 9, my mum bought me a Tandy electronics kit. You know, I think there was about 50 in one then or something like that. And you had numerous how to get a light bulb turned on, and how the LED works, and how a processor works, and diodes and resistors and transistors and what have you, all the different circuits. And for my 13th birthday, I remember I had the 200 in one, which I thought was brilliant, or Christmas, maybe 13th birthday Christmas or something like that, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's weird. Earthing rod. What's that one got on? Yeah, it does. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Just to earth the shell. Well, we'll do the same. It seems to be working okay. Yeah, so I'm going to turn on. This is going to be noisy. I'll turn on my car machine. My soldering tool. And what I'll do is I'll get my soldering iron plugged in. And I'm just going to alter the temperature on it. I like it nice and hot, so you ain't on the board for very long. 400. There we go. When I go up to 400 now. These are brilliant. These are made by Miniware. Well, I know other companies do them. TS100. They're brilliant. So light. I mean, I've got, as you'll see in other videos, I've got soldering stations. I think I've got three. I've got T12. I've got an older one. I've got a newer one. But I've got 3 different benches. I do something different on practically all of them. This is going to be my recording bench. It's not very big, but I'm going to have to thin some of the stuff out on here, I know. So yeah, so that's reached temperature. I'm just going to get it, bring it to one side until I need it. I was going back to why I've set up this station. This channel is basically I'm 51 this year, and 4 years ago, when I was 47, I had to pack up work because I've got spinal damage, nerve endings in my spine are all damaged. So majority of the times I can't feel my legs, sometimes I can't feel my hands. And a lot of the time I use a wheelchair. All the time I use 2 crutches or 1 crutch, depending on where I am. And I love the hobby of electronics, and a few years ago I started it back up again. I thought, well, what can I do to pass the time away and trying to earn a few quid? So I thought, well, I love watching YouTube repair videos, so why not have a go? Got nothing to lose, everything to gain. So, sorry, that was the cable. So, yeah, let's reach temperature. That'll do. Light it up a bit. Off the other Steve's channel, he calls this the care machine. Same one, I think. Very similar. For the money, this machine is absolutely brilliant. It's never let me down. It was about 100, 120, something like that when I bought it. So I'm just going to have a look to make sure everything's clean. I'll do that with the microscope. And like I said, we've only just starting the channel up, so I haven't got. There's a few things I've bought, and this be one of them. But money's tight at the moment, so I bought the cheapest one I could afford. And it's not too bad. It's got a 4-inch screen. It does what it says on the can. It's not HD or nothing, but as you can see. Can you see that screen from there? Turn it round. Yeah, you can, can't you? It does the job. 1, 2, 3. That one's gone. That one's gone. That one's not. That one's gone. That one's gone. Back to 1. Yeah, they're still connected to the sides. So I'm just going to put some. So add some solder to that one. Which one was it now? That one. That looks like the second one down, but let's just clean this. Clean my tip. Tip's dirty. So as soon as the channel starts taking, well, hopefully the channel will start taking off, I can get steady on microscope with the HDMI out. So put a bit more solder on there. And I've not used flux, but I'm only trying to get a clean break. So they're all loose now. Yep. That's just that front one there, I think. So we get the soldering iron, just heat that peg up a bit. I don't want to ruin the pads, you see. If you try and force them out, a lot of the times they'll just separate themselves from the pads. And then we've just got this second one to do, which I forgot about. There we go. There we go. But before I put the new switch in, I will tin. What side was it? That side. I will tin a bit on there. And I now Amtech do the best. Yeah, you tell me and I'll tell you. Flux. I have got Amtechs. I've got 3 tubes of it actually, but I want to just use what I've got first, without wasting any. So I might as well use what I've got, and this stuff ain't too bad. I can't remember what the name was now. It's not too bad at all. What not to do with the soldering iron. Not to let it fall on a cloth. Right. Get some. So the trouble with these TS100s, the soldering iron stand, what they leave you, well, what they include in the set, is pathetic. It really is. It really is pathetic. So I'm just going to tin this. I suppose I should be using my there we go, perfect. Right. Right, so I'll put the dud one over there. That can go in the dud bin. Right, so now we really need to clean the area because they're all nice and clear. Yep, they're all nice and clear. There's no residue. So we'll put the new one in. Perfect. In. And what I tend to do is, I've got one here, just 1 second, inside the workshop. Around my workshop, there's chairs everywhere because I can't stand. I use these clips. These happen to be pretty good ones. They're Stanley, so the spread on them is really good. So what I tend to do is I clamp my part in like so, So it's nice and flat. I'll check that it's nice and flat all the way around. It's cramping up against itself at the minute, which I don't want it to do, because if it does that, then it's going to pull itself out. Bum 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 bum. This is a funny one to do, actually. There we go. Perfect. Right. And then if I do another one here, it acts as a little table. It's going to fall out, isn't it? What I want to do is just tack one corner, the lighting, let's just turn this off. The lighting is poor. Again, I've got to invest in some lighting. Unfortunately, these things all come to larger weight, I suppose. So I'm just going to tag this leg here. If the board stops moving, that is. There we go, that's nice. We shouldn't need this now. That's it. Yep. So there we go. If it looks like I'm really pressing on this flux, it's because I am, like I said, my use in my hands is really poor. And just before, I'll say just before, probably 12 months, 18 months before I had to pack up work, I'd just passed my Part P electrician, because I was contemplating on changing jobs. So I have been in the building trade all my life until I had a back injury, and I had to find something a bit easier, which I did, and I love my job. I left to go permanently on the disability, and I loved it. In fact, I still miss it to this day, but unfortunately circumstances changed. Right. So I haven't got a, that's done nice. There's a bit too much solder on them, but in fact, yeah, there is a bit too much solder on them. I'm going to clean them up now. Let's just clean this tip. It's better. The majority of my tools I've either bought off AliExpress, Banggood, Amazon, eBay. Like I said, I'm disabled, so it stops me going out shopping, so I'll get everything delivered. Right, let's get some bit of isopropyl on there. Every single person I know uses it. It is the best stuff to clean circuit boards. Still a bit what I've always done in the past, what got me into this hobby as well, is I've always repaired everybody's in the family and friends. I've never advertised computers, laptops, tablets, phones, very rarely phones, but I have done some screen replacements, because I'm not really, with my hands, I'm not really queued up for the really tiny stuff, even though I have got some tiny stuff coming up on the channel. I've got some thermal cameras, the ones that plug into the bottom. That's nice and clean, look, as you can see. Perfect. Right, and now we can put everything away. When you've only got a small desk, you really have to keep your working area tidy. I'm not going to put hot glue on them because I don't think it's needed in a small space like that. It's not like it's going to be taken apart every 5 minutes. So I'm not going to bother putting the that's not in. It goes to the front first, doesn't it? And it's upside down. There we go. That's perfect, that is. Everything's back in. The light's back in. Whatever that is, it's back in. I think it's infrared. Not sure. Or it might be a reset button. That's all back in. That was the speaker that plugged in. In fact, I should have done that before I pushed it in. So let's pull it out a bit. Let's get the speaker plugged in. There we go. And that's it. And what I'm going to do is tuck that down there. I thought that I've had a cutout in the. In fact, I'm going to tuck it down there just in case it meets up, so I don't want it to crimp a wire. Even though it looks, yeah, it's further down, so I don't think it will. Nice speakers in these. Nice speakers. Very well made, actually, to be fair. Okay. That goes back together like so. So that goes in there. Which one should we plug in first? I'll plug this one in first, I think, because it's. And then turn it round. This is the trouble when you've got big fat fingers like I've got. So I get my. Make sure everything's on. Everything's in. Yeah, Perfect. Right, I was looking to see if the on button is central, so we can line all the pegs up. There we go. Okay, perfect. That's rocking a bit there, so what's happening with that? Ah, that's right. So I'll push that down a bit. I don't want to pinch any cables like it was. Push it down, go down. And it's nothing to do with the hot snot, it's just the cables bent up. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So put that on there. I have got a socket to do this, but because I'm just setting up the channel, so I'm just trying to get everything organised, which I'm not, as you can see. This being the first video. Turn me desolder station off because the noise. Like I said before, it's a brilliant tool, that is. I think, if my memory serves me correctly, it's a Dura tool, that one. Made in China, obviously, like 99% of tools are, but it's a good one. It works. It comes with three tips, 3 filters, cleaning tool. So, yeah, change the filter on it because I've only used it. That's probably about the 20th. No, probably less than that. Probably the 12th time I've used it, something like that. Like I said, I'll just do it for a hobby, but I have bought probably over 100 items on my spare cash I've been in this last few months, because I know I wanted to set the channel up. I've been buying untested, hopefully untested, but eBay's getting terrible lately with untested stuff where you think, hang about, that item, be, I don't know, say a tuner or an amplifier or whatever, it's got a plug on it, and you say it's untested, so why do you just plug it into the mains? Every house, every office, almost every shed, like this one, it's got sockets in it, so it takes 2 seconds to plug it in to see if a light comes on or standby light comes on. Yeah, you might not have, I don't know, a CD player or a tape deck or something to plug into the amplifier to test see if it works, but you could test see if it comes on, and you could say test it to power up or test it to boot up, like some people do with laptops and computers. So yeah, but it amazes me. I mean, I do buy off a couple of guys, which I've started buying off a couple of guys. I do house clearances, but as you'll see on the channel, a lot of the stuff I've just opened the box to make sure everything's in there. I haven't touched anything because I want it to be a surprise for the viewer as it is for myself. Viewing the with the item, but I've got everything you can think of, really. But be computer related, audio related. The only stuff I don't touch is like, well, I haven't touched as yet, I haven't bought anything yet, is like beauty products like hair curlers, hair straighteners, hair dryers, and oh yeah, it's Bluetooth this is as well. I've just noticed that's what that is. Very good, Bluetooth. Yeah, so it's going to be, hopefully it's going to be good. I've got some consoles because I'm a gaming addict. I love gaming. I did have at one point in time in my late 20s, say 30s, I had every console going. Well, almost every console, every production console that was available to the UK, should I say, going. From, I'm going back My first computer was a IBM. Then I had a 286, 386, 486, AMD K62. I stopped with AMD for a long while before I moved to Intel. I'm using an Intel now, 9th gen, 9 series K. Great processor, but I'm still using AMD graphics cards. So I've been really pleased with them. On my laptop I've got an NVIDIA, but that wasn't my choice really, it was the laptop's choice. So yeah, let's see if this powers up. What have we got? We've got power lead here somewhere, there we go. And it would be, what's the other one then? No, it's just USB type C. So let me just get my connecting pod out. I bought this kit and it's got, well, almost every connector you can think of in here. Some of it I've added myself. All this came with it, all that came with it apart from that one, and then this didn't come with it and this didn't come with it, but I keep everything together, so I know everything from USB is in here and it comes in useful. Let's move my phone out the way, and this is like a 3-in-1 basically. Plug it into my USB power output, turn it on, there we go, power output. It's flashing because it wants to pair. See if I can pair it with my phone. Pair new devices, where are we? Settings. Pair new device. There we go. Oh, it's the version 3, sorry. Pebble version 3. Pair. There we go. And we'll see if we've got, I'm going to have to play a YouTube video because I've got no commission free music or anything on my phone. In fact, I've got no music on my phone. Listen to one of my favourite Tech Man. Brilliant guy, nice friendly guy, and he's...
A new way of driving needs a new way of thinking. It's time for car insurance with added charging perks. So you can get cheaper access to public charging and money off home charging devices. Electric made easy. Direct line. We're on it.
Well, they work anyway. That was just an advert before he came on. Yep, so that's great. So that's going to be the end of the video today. What I have noticed is, which I've just noticed, the other socket, even though it's a B50 potentiometer I bought, exactly the same model, exactly the same. This one's got a full core inner, and the one that was on it has got a D shape inner. So I've just got to slightly modify it to go on, but that won't take long. But yeah, absolutely great. So thanks for your watching. Please like and subscribe and all that. And this is my first video. I'm going to try and do 2, maybe 3 a week if I can. But I've never edited a video before. I've never filmed a video before. So apart from the grandkids. So let's hope it'll turn out okay and turn out okay. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.